Just have to do some quick editing. Okay. You ready to start momentarily? The Fun Pimps presents pre-caching files. Wow, I love the pre-caching files game. It's the best ever. Loading main menu. Now, do we want to do a creative stream? Or should we carry on with survival?
I don't mind. Because we know that the base works, but we need to get the materials to make it even stronger.
This is true. Okay then. Wish you could increase the length of the 24-hour cycle.
But the zombie's back to not running.
Yeah, they're just out and walking. I don't care. Not that fast. It's not about the stuffs. It's about the testing and getting built as high up as possible and as big as can go for the moment. And welcome to my humble home. Your soul is mine to keep. There are no walls of blackened stone, yet no one ever leaves.
Don't they?
No. They never leave. They never get a chance to.
Do you think you stick them in bottles?
Yep, stick them in bottles. That's it. Stick them in bottles. Stick corks in the top, made out of thumbs.
Yeah. And label which one's obviously high class. Do you think they've got where we got this idea from?
Diablero.
Yes, waiting for its second season.
If you haven't seen Diablero, go watch it. It's a good series.
Watch it now.
Watch it meow, right? Meow. Oh, you, 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 you. All right, what? No, no horde. No, bad horde.
Yeah, we didn't let the horde play. No, it shouldn't be because it's past 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's past 4 o'clock. We shouldn't be getting any horde. I'm not on this horde malarkey. You can shove your horde. Right where the sun don't shine.
Right, yeah.
No, none of that. None of that. Do you understand? None of that. Okay, what have I got? I've got... Why have I got 24 cans on me?
Zombies.
I don't think I picked up 24 cans.
Maybe one of the zombies had 24 cans.
I
You didn't
remember.
have 21 seconds to go, so you had 24 cans.
Okay, cans can go in there, closed oil can go in there, cobblestone can go in there, because I'm not really doing any building just yet. This is going to be purely resource grinds.
First, you're at 70 something.
Yeah, I need a forged iron. I need to go and get a fuckload of iron. That's what I need. So I need the iron pickaxe. Okay, I've got... I'm okay for food. There's a zombie outside. I should have guessed. Hello? I heard you squeaking. Unless they've added mice to the game.
Oh god, zombie mice?
Yep, zombie mice. Unless they've added mice to the game. I think you'll find I heard you squeaking. Little shit. Where are you? The only problem is they could be bloody miles away. They're probably miles away. I definitely heard squeaking. We have no time for your shenanigans, zombies. No time at all. Alright, I need to... Oop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. That should be in there. Neither should that. Is there anything you can do with old cham sandwiches?
I don't know. Have a look. Recipes.
Yes, there are recipes. Moldy bread and sham chowder. Oh, that sounds absolutely vile. So yes, we need sham sandwiches. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. Right, I need eggs. I need iron. Lots of iron. I need... Alright. I don't need that. I don't need that. I do need that. Right. Modify. Since it's not going to be... Oh, it's only going to fit one of them on there, isn't it? Damn! Structural base increases durability. Yeah, that'll do. I need that. Shovel. Modify. Stick the green dye on the shovel for the moment. Get off me. Spikes. Nowhere near you. Alright, to the mines! The mines, Moria. Let's hope there's no Balrog in the mines. Mines, Moria. Moria.
Though you may find Gandalf the Grey.
I found Gandalf the Grey. Ooh-wee, 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 ooh-wee. Doop, 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 doop. Damn it. right enough in here without any of that shit. I don't understand. My phone is going off. Why is my phone going off? It is shock. Oh, are you serious?
Soil?
No. Crud. Alright. Let's even this out. I said even this out. Stop dropping shit on my head. Do I look like I want stuff dropping on my head? No. So stop it. I'm none of your shenanigans, you understand? Stop it. Stop it. No.
No.
Oh, come. Right. So, what I need to do is get some... Damn it, I need some wood. Ah! Modify, brace, die, complete. Yeah, I need to build this into a room at the top and then down into the mine proper.
Do you want me to message him?
No. No, I'll deal with it. Ideal visit is not issue.
Zombie Nation? You're going to deal with that entire zombie nation?
No. Family problems, I deal with them. You don't need to worry about it.
Is that snow there?
It is.
Right.
I need enough to make... a room full of stuffs. Oh yeah, I was going to do that test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tree. That didn't work on that tree. Let's try this tree. This is a tree you can drive up.
No, I think it was just a one-off.
Mm.
That sucks.
Yeah, never mind.
She's like, you tried to ride at me and now you're chopping me down?
Ah! Douche. I only wanted to land a tree on your head. You had to sidestep it, didn't you? You had to sidestep. Well, 1,200. That should be enough to frame up underground. I'll grab this last one. And this one, because that's a dead tree anyway. And on Trader's house. You dick.
Mm.
Hey, Trader Joel! Timber! Missed again. I hate you. I hate you so much.
Mm.
I'm glad I chopped you down, tree. You douche. Alright. Oh, damn it. I must go to the toilet. I will be back momentarily.
With who? Hello, people tuning. Yes, I am taking over the world. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yep. No, 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 not that one. Try that one. Because, why not? That one. Yep. I wonder if the world is fully prepared for a zombie apocalypse. I don't think so. I think when it does happen, there's just... I think the only people that would be really prepared would be gamers. They've played enough games to realise, well, shit. I would like to see if humanity does actually do okay. I mean, who knows? We could be pleasantly surprised. They would cull off majority of the human species, and the environment and could come back, grow back, and no more extinction of animals, like that has been going on since humanity since first happened. Sorry, I'm making no sense. I apologise. It makes sense in my head. Basically, there needs to be a cull of the human species. I mean, humanity does realise that the human species are animals. For God's sakes. We evolved. But that doesn't mean we've stopped being animals. I believe personally that we're worse than animals. Worse than what they consider as animals. Because they just haven't learnt. They refuse to learn. I mean, Who gives them the right to decide who lives and who dies? They're not the top of the food chain, far from it. Plus they've got to stop breeding like fucking rabbits. Sorry for being grumpy. Okay, I know what we could talk about. What if... I mean, we already know that the world has been taken over by cats. What if we had a great cat overlord? Now, is that a bad thing or a good thing? Ooh. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't notice. I'm just waiting on the guy who's doing the YouTube, my husband, to come back. He's just busy on the phone, unfortunately. Now, do you think we could have a cat overlord? Noodles. Yay! And what sort of animal are you? I know you're still here. I want there to be a bee overlord as well. I best just mention I love bees. Anything to do with bees, I love them. Garfield. Yep. And there he'll be served with plates and plates of lasagna. I can see it now. Trays and trays of freshly cooked lasagna. Oh God, I'm hungry. Oh, don't forget, he'll also need bowls of cream as well. I'm talking to Noodles. I better get out of this seat. He's back. We're talking about cats being overlords of Earth.
My apologies. Yeah, sorry, Noodles. I was on the toilet. Fortunately, our streamer's got to use the I've just hit the wrong button. Really? It's twice I've done that. I hate it. I hate it so much. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
other than bowls of cream, trifle.
Yes.
Yes, they need trifle.
Because
Because I swear to you, you could be a million miles away from any cat in the world, but the moment you open a pot of trifle, there'll be cat looking up at you, going, "Feed me, Seymour."
Field
Or
as a
did Noodles?
soldier. We will place a monument. Alright. How am I thirsty? Game. They need to fix this so much. This whole, my character eating 7,000 million calories a day and drinking 6 gallons of water a minute is ridiculous. Utterly, utterly ridiculous.
What was it Kik said? You eat an entire cow every day
Yeah, you eat an entire cow
and drink a river.
and drink a river, yeah. And it's true. But, oh, don't hit the wood. The way it is at the moment is ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Right. Need wooden frames. And I make 100.
Did Noodle ever reply to what sort of animal is he? Or she?
We'll place a monument. A palace for the god Garfield is the last thing Noodle said. Yes.
The palace has to be in the shape of a cat
Yep,
bed.
definitely.
The one that has the dome over it.
Yeah. I'm going to need the bicycle, but I do. He's a cat lover. Good.
Woohoo!
Good, good, good. Oh, come on. Looks like stone. It sounds like stone. It should be stone. Don't be doing.
Okay, cat lovers should not be cold when we do the culling of the human species. Because they need servants.
Cats definitely need servants. My parents have a cat called Scrabble. We call him
Emperor
the
Scrabble.
Emperor because he's 22 now. He's very old for a cat.
Doesn't look it.
Don't look it. The vet couldn't believe he was 22 at first, till he looked back at the files and went, "Oh my God, that cat's 22 years old. Holy shit!" But that's so. Earth fell and made stone. How does that work?
But yeah, he's got very gentlemanly whiskers.
Very
The
gentlemanly
best whiskers
Yeah,
of a
but
cat I've ever
he's
seen.
definitely the emperor. My parents have 14 cats. They have a lot of cats, but he's definitely the emperor cat. All the other cats sort of know not to mess with him. I'll put those in there just to fill it in. I can't be bothered doing anything else. But yeah, he's definitely the emperor of all the cats. And he has his own throne that my mother made. And yes, he's an amazing cat, really. He was a terrible birding cat when he was younger, though. He used to go through a lot of birds, which is unfortunate. But I suppose that's what cats do. Yeah, you can stick on your tablet. Whiskers. Yeah, no, he was definitely a Scrabble. He was called Scrabble because when we first got him, he was a very, very young kitten. He was a stray. And he'd been lost on fireworks night, which over here is sort of Guy Fawkes. I don't know if you're from the UK or not, but he was very tiny, And my dad, who is 6'9", went out to try and catch him because, you know, it's not safe for a small kitten to be out in that kind of weather in the middle of October or the end of October, freezing cold weather, you know, starving, no mother, all alone. So my dad went out and tried to catch him. And after 3 hours of trying to catch him, finally managed to catch him by rugby tackling him. Right, which if you're very similar to American football tackling, only if you're American or not. I don't mean to assume, I do apologise. He caught the cat and Scrabble sunk his teeth clean through my dad's thumb. Right, didn't hurt the cat. My dad is incredibly gentle. He's a giant, but he's incredibly gentle when it comes to animals. Not so much with people, but with animals, he's very gentle. And he caught the cat and brought it home. And within about 10 minutes, we're from Northern Ireland, so near part of the UK, but not part of the UK, if you know what I mean. It's kind of a complicated situation. But anyway, he caught the cat. And within 10 minutes of the cat coming home, my parents had got food out for him, and there was a heater out for him, and he was sat in front of the heater eating food and fell asleep in the food bowl, which, yes, is quite literally the cutest thing you will ever see. A small kitten that fit perfectly in his food bowl after eating all of the food that was in there. Right. Anyway, so a couple of months went by and we'd sort of not really settled on a name, wasn't really sure of a name for him. But he was going into the back garden a lot, and we'd got a cat flap for the other cats because we had a lot of cats at the time. And well, no, he got the name Scrabble because one day he was in the back garden and I was putting food out for all of the other cats. And he came through the cat flap so fast and so hard that he shot. He came in from, sorry, he wasn't in the garden, he was in the back room, but he shot into the kitchen where the cat food was being put down. Missed the food bowl, which is probably a good thing because it would have ended up all over the floor, and went clean out the cat flap, scrabbling, trying to stop. But of course, it was a kitchen floor. It was slidey. His claws couldn't get a hold, and he just scrabbled straight out of the cat flap. The cat flap then slowly opened. His head sort of looked in through the cat flap. He looked to the left, he looked right, and then disappeared. And then he popped through the cat flap as though he'd meant to do that all along. And I told my parents what he'd done, and my parents went, right, that's his name, Scrabble. That's what we settled on. So, yes,
he's my cat.
Nitty's cat now.
You're not getting him back. You do realise this.
I wouldn't even dream of taking him away from you, Nitty. But,
good.
No, he's an amazing cat. An amazing cat. I don't know if you've ever heard of a swallow or a swift. They're a type of bird over here. I'm sure they're in the UK and US. I think swallows are. You know, they're incredibly fast birds and spend, you know, a lot of the time in the air doing these crazy aerial acrobatics. And yeah, he used to sit in the back garden and he'd just sit there. Wouldn't jump, wouldn't sort of leap, wouldn't bound about. He'd just reach his paw out, grab a bird out of the air as though he was reaching into the fridge, bring it down, kill it and eat it. There's nothing anyone could do. Absolutely nothing. The speed it happened. I remember sitting in the back garden the one day doing work. I was at technical college at the time. Doing some work on, you know, in the back garden. And I kind of saw him sat amongst the grass, and I was like, what are you doing? And I saw the birds flying about, and I was like, nah, you're not going to catch one of them. And you know, you're never going to catch that. That's ridiculous. You'll never catch that. And sure enough, he just sat there, reached into the air, swiped one out of the air, brought it down, and had it dead before I could even go, no, don't you? Ah, too late. It was over quicker than I could react. But yes, he was a very prolific bird catching cat when he was a younger lad. He had a murder room in the attic. And if you've ever seen a TV series called Dexter, yes, he taught Snapdragon how to catch birds. Snapdragon's one of my other parents' cats. She's an amazingly beautiful cat. Sort of one of the most amazing fur patterns I've ever seen.
Also my cat.
But yeah, he used to take these birds upstairs and he'd kill them, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. There was blood splatters up the walls, bits of beaks, wings, feathers, just all lying around from his murderizing. He was a menace to birds when he was younger. Not so much now. He's blind.
The first time I went in the bird room, there was blood splatters all on the wall, and I found a bird eye. Yeah, that was, that was fun.
He was gruesome. I remember going up there and seeing what he did, and the only way I can describe it is, imagine if during a war a human soldier caught another human soldier as a prisoner of war, brought them into the barracks, you know, and sat them down and sort of put a phone in their hand, and then beat them up for having a phone in their hand, and then sort of flung them around the room a little bit, and then kind of opened the door and pretended to leave the door open so that they could escape, and then as soon as they tried to escape, jump in the room and beat them up. And yeah, he just sort of let the bird go, and the bird would be like, I'm free, and he'd go, no, you're not, and then catch it again. And he'd keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, and even after the bird was long dead from the injuries it had sustained, he would continue to attack the bird and fling the bird into the air. And it was gruesome to watch. But I mean, cats will be cats. Can't sort of tell a cat off for being a cat, you know. It's what cats do. It's their reason for being. Although you get two types of cats. Cats that chase birds, cats that chase mice. Now they'll occasionally do both, or rats, or rabbits. In the case of one of my parents' cats, he eats rabbits. Goes out and hunts rabbits and eats them, and hares and anything small and furry that's, you know, even mildly smaller than him.
Also much cuter than he is.
Yeah, he's not a very pleasant cat at all. He's one of the most vile cats I've ever met, and I love cats. I absolutely love cats, but he is vile. Like, he's an unpleasant being.
Well, there's proof that you love cats, because whenever you went to your grandparents' house, and when you were very little, you would climb into the cat basket and fall asleep with the cat surrounding you.
Yes, I grew up around a lot of cats. Yes, the cat in question, the particularly nasty one, is very much like a cougar. But not quite as big as a cougar, more like a wild cat or something like that. But
the biggest cat we had was Rumble.
Yes, Rumble was the biggest.
And unfortunately he was stunted at birth, because again he was another
stray
cat that was found. He hadn't been alive that long, but he was starving when parents found him. And from the size of his paws, if he had
grown to his full size, he would have been huge. Just huge, because you can generally tell the size a cat's going to be based on the size of its paws, and his paws were ginormous. Like, it looked like he'd got dog's paws. His paws were so big. But yes, Rumble was a lovely cat. I miss Rumble. Oh, the upgrading. So much upgrading to do.
I just wish I wasn't allergic to cats.
You can always get a Norwegian forest cat.
I told you I've never stopped you from wanting to get a Norwegian forest cat. In fact, I said don't get one, get 20 million.
Yes, but there's the slight issue. The place we live is not really suitable for Norwegian forest kitties. Yes, Noodles, if you haven't seen a Norwegian forest cat, go look it up.
They are gorgeous.
Yes, very.
I'd put them on the same level of beautiful cats as Russian blues.
Oh, I'm dealing with a family emergency.
They look like they look like miniature lions because of their manes.
That's your phone. Why have I got your phone?
Oh, this is when I was discussing.
Yeah. No. Damn it.
Taking over the world, you know, zombies and yeah.
I need an ogre. Yes, they are. They're very pretty animals. Very pretty animals. Oh wow, I've burnt through 100 blocks already. Wow. There. Yes, Nitty. I know you want one. I do too. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't want a Norwegian forest. I really want one. But it's not fair to keep one in an apartment building where they can't.
It's not fair for us either.
No, it's not fair for us either to be kept in an apartment building, but there we go.
No, I agree. They need to have the space to run around.
Yeah. Alright, so if I go in there, if I build depends what job it is.
Is it in a field?
Is it a subject area that you enjoy? Is it?
Yeah.
You know.
Is it something you've never ever done before?
Yeah, if it's something you've never done before, then you know it's.
Every job has there is initial apprehension.
Yeah, every time you go for a job, there's always the initial apprehension of, oh, am I the right person for this? Am I going to be good enough? Am I going to get fired? You know, you don't know till you try.
College, he says.
College. College is absolutely terrifying at first. I'm not going to lie, it's absolutely terrifying. You will get there and think, oh, right, yeah, everyone else is so much more intelligent than me. Oh my God, oh, I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't be here. That's normal, perfectly normal. Been there, done that many times over. It's fine. But to be honest, you know, most people that go to college feel that way. There's a couple of people who are like, oh, I'm the most smartest person in the universe, and they're usually the ones that fail and do really badly. That's just the way it is. But college is so worth doing. It is so worth, working your way through, and, pick a subject you're interested in. Pick a subject area that you want to do. Don't go to college because your parents make you. Don't go to college because you think you have to. Go to college because there's a subject you're interested in.
Yes, most importantly, do not pick a subject that other people, like your parents, want you to do, because unless, of course, you're not interested.
Unless, of course, you and your parents are both interested in the same thing, in which case, by all means, pick the subject your parents want you to. But honestly, the best advice I can give anyone going to college or university or anywhere like that is, do a subject that you're interested in. Because if you do a subject that you're interested in, no matter how hard the work gets, you'll do it. And you'll do well at it, I mean, yeah, there are extenuating circumstances, things that make things difficult. I mean, we all go through those times in our lives where things are just difficult and things didn't work out quite how we wanted them to. But at the same time, by going to college, you're going to meet people of a similar mindset. You're going to meet people who have the same interests as you, that want to work and want to learn. When you're at school, most people don't want to be there. Like, even the jocks and the bullies and the sort of people that, most of them do that because they're bored and they don't want to be there, And if you don't want to be somewhere, you're not going to do very well. You're not going to do great at it unless you're one of these people who have crazy focus and don't think about anything else around you. And, most people aren't like that. Most people don't have crazy focus. But
I have, I'm dyslexic and have attention deficit disorder, so trying to keep me interested in something is very hard work. But I found that if it was a subject I really liked, you couldn't break my concentration for love and money.
Yeah, I left school to go to a technical college, which is kind of like a night school type thing in the US. It's not a full college yet. And when I left school, the teachers were of the opinion that I was stupid, I was thick, I was not a very intelligent person, that I'd never amount to much. The careers advisor suggested I work in a chip shop, right? A fish and chip shop, like a Taco Bell or something, She was like, oh, you should go and get a job in McDonald's. And I knew that I wasn't stupid. I'd spent my entire life having going to university with my parents and having conversations with the university lecturers. And, I never once did I go into university and speak to one of the lecturers and the lecturer say, oh, you're stupid or anything like that. The lecturers were always like, you're asking better questions than most of our students. So I knew I wasn't stupid. And I just didn't listen to the careers advisor. And I recommend that you never do either. Never listen to the careers advisors at schools. There's an old saying that, those who can't teach. Now, it's an unfair saying. My grandmother was a teacher. But it's also a fair saying because an awful lot of people who fail in their chosen subject field end up teaching. And it's a terrible thing to say. It's an awful thing to say, but it's also very true. And unfortunately, those people tend to be a lot more jaded, a lot more sort of bitter at the world around them because they didn't succeed, where all these young minds are very likely to succeed. Oh yeah, when all of my teachers at school thought there was one teacher that knew I was intelligent and knew I was a lot smarter than anyone else realized. You know, I mean, he sent my work to be graded at the local university because he thought the work was so good. But that was a subject that I was interested in. That was a subject that I tried at. You know, and this is what I'm trying to get at. If you're doing a subject that you really enjoy, you try. If you're doing a subject you're not interested in, you don't try. You don't put your all in. You don't do your absolute best. You know, and
It also helps when you've got a teacher that believes in you as well.
That helps as well. Yeah, having a teacher that believes in you. But again, that comes down to if you're genuinely interested in a subject, a teacher is more likely to respect you and believe in you and want to help you than if you pick a subject that you're just not interested in, that you have no interest in. French for me at school, I just couldn't be bothered with French. I hated it. I wanted nothing to do with it. I only did it because it was mandatory.
Yeah.
You had to do a language subject.
Same here.
You know, and they wouldn't let me do Irish language and German, which is the two I wanted to do. You had to do French and then another language. So I was like, right, well, okay, I'll do French and I'll do Irish. You know, I was more interested in Irish than I was in sort of French or anything like that. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. But yeah, I just didn't try in French. You know, I came out with a bare pass, and I'm not proud of the fact that I didn't try. Don't get me wrong. That's, you know, one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't try. I have subsequently wished I was better at languages. But for me, it was I was more interested in computer science, in technology, in artificial intelligence specifically. You know, in fact, I used to spend my free time at school reading articles on artificial intelligence. I was a nerd. I'm proud to admit it. You know, and you know, the other kids at school used to take the mick out of me because of it, and all of them ended up working at McDonald's.
I happen to think nerds are amazingly lovely people, personally.
Well, it depends. Some aren't.
The ones that I know, anyway.
But yeah, I mean, there's douchebags in every field. I mean, there's always someone who's just not a nice person. That's the nature of humanity. There's always somebody who's just you're not going to get on with, you're not going to enjoy, you're not going to enjoy being around. But there's also always going to be someone that you get on with, especially if you're doing a subject that you're interested in. So, yeah, if you're going to college, good luck. Pick a subject that you're interested in. When you get there, if you're doing the subject and you feel, you know, maybe this isn't the right subject for me, I'm kind of falling asleep in lectures, I'm not really enjoying it, it's not really something I could see myself doing for the next 30 years. Yeah, there's a lot of people will chase jobs that they're not happy at. There's a lot of people will try and do things that they think, oh well, that's what I've got to do. That's what everyone expects me to do.
It's just not true.
It's just not true. Don't do jobs that other people expect you to do.
Because you will get burnt out much quicker.
You know, yeah, you burn out really fast. And burnout at college is the biggest reason for people dropping out. Now, I was predicted to not do very well by my careers advisor at school. I went to college, or university in the case over here, and I came out with the highest marks in the year. Like, there was nobody else came out with marks as high as me. Now, that's not because I'm super smart or I'm super intelligent or I'm, you know, the bee's knees are the best of the best. I'm not. I'd never imagine myself to be. But I did care about the subject. And I did try my hardest. Well, not quite my hardest. I could have tried harder, but I was also playing games at the same time. So, which you've got to strike a balance between work and play. And games are good for the mind. You know, if you do something dry and boring your entire life, your brain will get bored and you'll die an early death. But if you balance work life and your play life, you'll end up with a brain that's young well into your old age. You know, there was a guy at my college. He was 78 in his first year of college, and that guy played games every day of his life. He played word games, he played computer games, he programmed games, he was interested in computer science, and he was absolutely as quick as anyone else there. Yes, he was unafraid to ask questions to the lecturers at the start of the year, which a lot of the other students were kind of like, oh, why is this guy asking so many questions? Oh, wish they'd just get on with the lecture.
You'll find that why people think like that is because at school, if you asked too many questions, you'd get teased and bullied because people thought you were being a brainiac, and apparently being brainy is not the in thing.
Or the teachers would sort of, oh, you're disrupting the class, and have a go at you, not realizing that actually you're not disrupting the class. You're asking the questions that everyone else wants to ask, but is too frightened to ask because we've been taught that teachers are these unapproachable sort of automatons who know everything and that we should absolutely talk to them, but they're not. You know, a lot of teachers are doing subjects that they don't know anything about. You know, but no, university, college, you know, night school, whatever it takes. Further
if
yourself,
I could go back
yourself.
to university, I think I would do things a lot differently. I probably wouldn't have gone in straight from school and college. I would have taken a year out just to sort my head out and try and figure out what I wanted to do. And I probably, I'm not sure if I would have picked the same subjects, but I like the idea of helping people, so it definitely would have been something going down that line. Like I did, one of my part of my degree was sociology and the other part was natural sciences. I think I would have probably dropped the natural sciences and done something else in the
your sociology, psychology, something like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the only thing that put me off psychology was you have to do a course in statistics, and that just boggles my mind.
It's a shame I didn't know you until late in, because I'd have helped you with that.
Well, we didn't know each other at the time, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, you also, I will tell you this, you will end up finding that you'll make very good friends because of the similar interests.
Yeah, the friends I've made at university I've still got.
Yeah.
And I didn't go to university to make friends.
No.
But I did. I ended up making friends. And nearly everybody that goes ends up making friends. 66.
If you manage to get through your first year, you will start finding yourself going down a path. Either it's a path that you want to go down, or a path that, okay, maybe this isn't the right one for me.
Or you might discover that actually you're really good at another subject. You know, by going to university and going to college and doing lots of different subjects, you discover that actually, you know, you might be really good at maths. You might not have been taught maths and might not have enjoyed maths at school, but actually you're really, really good at it. You know. Or you may go to university and go, you know what? I'm one hell of an artist. Damn, I never realised. I never tried in art at school because I just wasn't interested in it. It wasn't a subject.
Noodle, what are your favourite subjects?
Yeah, what subjects are you into?
I definitely love science. I think I probably would have done science as something as a background thing, you know?
Hmm.
But I wouldn't have done my major in it.
No.
No. I probably could do something through the OU, because that's the good thing about learning, you're never too old to learn.
Hmm. Yeah, you're never too old to learn. The only person that's too old to learn is someone who's given up and doesn't want to learn. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, there's always work. You know, and any field you pick, any field that you're interested in, there's work in it, and you can make a living at it, and you can do well at it. if you put your mind
Social
to it.
studies, you may like sociology, applied sociology, is there was when I studied it, there were so many different topics within that within sociology, and they do try to keep up to date with what's going on in the world, such as issues such as feminism, masculinism, youth, racism. It's a big mishmash, if you will, of different subjects, and that's what kept my interest. Sciences, definitely, if you like sciences, again, that's another one that breaks off into different branches. If you have a favourite science, maybe you want to major in that particular science. So yeah, there are a lot of choices you could go into.
Should put everything in here for the moment. I have to go.
I did definitely enjoy social studies at university.
Right. I'm going to... No, don't put the bike in there. I need the bike. No, stop. Oh, alright. Fine, I'll put another one down.
Yes, unfortunately that is often the case. When you want help, you never get help. They do online courses. So
Yeah,
never be
put off to try and learn a subject that you're not good at. You know, just because you're not good at it because a teacher wasn't very good, or because, you know, the school you went
they
to,
just ignored you.
or
You
they
know?
ignored you, or they thought that, oh, you're not going to do very well.
Never let that put you down.
Never let
because
anyone else tell you what you can and can't learn. You know, the only person who can dictate what you can and can't learn is you. If you choose not to learn something, you won't learn it. If you choose to work at something and really try hard at it, you know, if you find the right people to help you out, you find the right people to help, you know, work at something, you can learn anything. Like that's the thing that a lot of people don't seem to understand, is that, you know, actually there's no reason that someone can't be an astronaut. You know, if they really want to try hard, you know, they could be wheelchair bound. If they try hard enough and study hard enough and work out long enough, they can be an astronaut. You know, there's very little to stop you being in astrophysics, or being a rocket scientist, or being some genius at something or other. And at the same time, there's nothing to stop you, someone being a great author, or a great scientist, or a great artist. I mean, yeah, sure. Art is a very subjective problem, so you may think your art is brilliant, and that other people may not, but that's subjective. It's just a matter of getting, as in, it's down to the person looking at it, whether someone likes art or not.
Also, another thing that comes into it, if you find a subject challenging, don't automatically think that you're not going to pass it, or you're going to be a failure at it. It's your mindset. If you go in thinking, okay, this subject is hard, but I'm going to give it the best I can, even if you still don't pass,
at least you tried your hardest. At least you
tried your hardest.
That's the thing, is you've got to try. The only way you know you're good at something or bad at something is if you try. If you don't try, you fail.
I think you can do it.
There's no reason. A lot of people are sort of, oh well, there are intelligent people and there are stupid people. I do not believe that. I believe that everyone has the same potential if they're willing to work. If they're willing to work at something, everyone has the same potential. The problem is that a lot of people, I mean, there was a girl I went to school with. She was happy just kind of being a hairdresser. Now, I'm not going to say that that was the wrong choice, because it isn't. That was the choice for her. And she's happy being a hairdresser. Great, good for her. It's not for me. She also happened to be incredibly good at maths. Now, I think she should have gone on to do maths at university, but she didn't want to. She wanted to be a hairdresser. It's what she wanted to be. It's what she wanted to work as. And great, good for her. That's what she ended up being. That's what she ended up being happy doing.
That's a good idea, Noodle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, it was nice chatting to you, Noodle.
Yeah, nice chatting with you. Look after yourself, and I hope it all goes well.
Damn you, Trader Joel. Take the guns that I'm selling you. Alright, what can I get?
Thank you.
Thank you. Right.
Anything useful on there?
No, it's going to be day 10 before I got anything I really need. Yep, day 10. Okay, Joel.
Thanks buddy. Here. Come again.
Yeah, buddy, come again. Fleecing me every time I go up there. Alright, I need to go do this, clear the area. I think would probably be the best thing to do next. I need to get to the point where I can make repair kits. Okay, Noodle, take it easy. I need to... I can go in there. No, that can all go in there. We can go in there. They can go in there. Shotgun shells can go in there. Hunting rifles can go in there. I'm building up a collection of hunting rifles.
Take it easy, Noodles.
Yes, I'm building up a massive collection of hunting rifles. There's not a lot I can do with them, other than scrap them for mechanical parts, but I don't really want to do that. I'll leave the forged iron behind. I'll leave the iron pickaxe behind. Need some metal. No. What's my character doing? 99, 69 water. She needs more water again. I haven't done anything, game.
Honey,
Yeah, just run the update.
where is the run?
Click up on details. Down one. Up one. That one. There you go. That should update the whole thing.
Yep.
The amount of water my character goes through is crazy. It's crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Probably. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop there for a moment. I will be back on in a little bit, but I have to go and do some stuffs. So, thank you for tuning in. And see y'all next time.
Take it easy, guys.
Yes. Yes, if I do a couple of things and then I'll be back on a little bit later. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. Sorry for the long waffle. It's all true, though. It's all true. All right. Take it easy. Speak to you all next time. Peace.